Sometimes I am amazed as well as surprised by how far the mainstream media as well as the White House staff go to defend Joe Biden. And I'm specifically referring to what happened last weekend. Joe Biden was in Los Angeles with former President Barack Obama for a fundraising event in order to get more campaign money for the presidential election this year. But at one point on stage, Joe Biden actually froze up. And as a result, Barack Obama had to lead him by hand off the stage. I wish I was making this shit up, but if you're looking at the mainstream media or even the White House staff, they would say that's exactly what I'm doing. They literally, MSNBC as well as CNN have even gone so far as to describe the situation as a deceptively edited video by right-wingers, which is it's kind of funny how they literally say that, considering the fact that this is Joe Biden we're talking about. And even when pressed on this situation, the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, went so far as to call it a deep fake video, very misleading, and it further shows, according to her words, not mine, that right-wing critics have what she calls a credibility problem. How they're pushing misinformation and disinformation throughout the internet about the situation in regards to Joe Biden. And I cannot believe at times how far Karine Jean-Pierre as well as the media go to defend this guy, because this isn't the first time we've seen him act like this. He has frozen up on stage. He has slurred his words. He's mumbled a lot. He forgets that some people are actually dead, sometimes by years. At this very moment, it's basically elder abuse. And they're still continuing on with this shit. And they think that the American people are stupid. I'm pretty sure that there's still some old footage. There's still some old footage where Joe Biden was at a CNN town hall and he froze up like this, much like how he did at his LA fundraising event. And there were so many memes. I remember one time that there was a meme where someone put a jetpack on his back and it was firing off rockets, like he was literally trying to go and fly in the sky or to the moon or something. It was oh god. Sometimes you just have to love the internet whenever they make memes like that. And this further shows I do not understand what the fuck either the mainstream media or Karine Jean-Pierre were thinking, because admittedly, the American voter has a low attention span in regards to politics, because a lot of things happen over time, and some major big things do get in the way of others, and then it just becomes another day. Same thing continues to happen, etc., etc., etc. But they're not stupid. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would know what a deepfake is, and considering the fact again that this is not the first time we've seen Joe Biden having to deal with this situation, what the fuck were they thinking in trying to cover his ass? Oh my god. But the fact that Karine Jean-Pierre has to continually defend Joe Biden, and even the mainstream media at large as well, having to defend Joe Biden whenever he has an Alzheimer's moment, goes to show that the issues that the American people have in regards to his mental decline and his age, although in all honesty it's more due to his mental decline than anything. In fact, in my personal opinion at least, I would not have a problem with a man who is 70 or 80 years old but has a major cognitive function that he's able to make decisions like an actual adult. It does not need to be led around by anyone. He is not confused. I would not have a problem with that. I would have maybe worry that he would possibly die, but overall, I would still be still be fine because he can still lead a country. But I cannot say the same with Joe Biden because he clearly does not fit in that category. And again, the fact is this situation is not going to go away because Joe Biden constantly does this crap. This is not something that's from the right-wing media. This is not something from right-wing critics. This is not something from Donald Trump. This is something that is from Joe Biden himself. Oh my God. And by the way, the excuses to just try to cover for Joe Biden's ass are just... I mean, seriously. That was the best that you got. Then again, this is Joe Biden's administration, if you would like to call it. It's full of heavily incompetent people at the helm. And, oh my God, it's so frustrating having to deal with this as an American. God. I mean, seriously, people like Pete Buttigieg, who, just to remind you, fucked up on East Palestine when Donald Trump was the one who went there first, instead of someone, I don't know, like Joe Biden. Instead, Pete Buttigieg was probably got there as a result of Donald Trump taking a political opportunity to help out the people of East Palestine, Ohio. And that made it look like that Pete Buttigieg's visit there was entirely political and self-serving. But hey, what the hell do I know? I'm just a right-wing critic of Joe Biden. I don't know anything better. I'm just a man who likes to spread misinformation. It is not self-evident that Joe Biden has so many mental problems and probably should not even be the president. Oh man. It's insane to me at times. And honestly, again, I have to reiterate, this situation is not going to change. In fact, this issue is not going to go away. This is going to be more prevalent in the minds of the average everyday American. And while they have and I know that many average American voters have an issue with many of the candidates either being someone they don't like, or that they have an issue of them being old. The fact is, with Joe Biden further showing his age in comparison to the other guy, Donald Trump, it's probably going to influence voters to such a large degree. How much by that, I don't know, but it's definitely showing within the polls. And although, to be fair, there's the issue of the buyer's remorse towards Joe Biden, as well as have seen the results compared to the Trump presidency in regards to Joe Biden's presidency. But nonetheless, the issue over mental decline is definitely a major issue, and it's not going to go away. And the further Joe Biden goes deeper into his decline, the more and more people are going to see and are going to be more concerned over how a dementia patient is going to be running the country. And it's not going to help when his vice president is not any better. My name is Noah Meehan of The Arc Truth. Please post a comment down below, like the video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak, or any improvements I should make it whatsoever, please post them in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.
Almost